Does tattooing boost health? This is the question that anthropologist Christopher Lynn aimed to find as he collected research through the American Samoas. So, what are tattoos and how do they impact health and the immune system? Tattoos are a mark, figure, or design that is placed on the skin through the repetitive tapping of a needle with ink.
In the United States, people get tattoos for a few different reasons. 69% get tattoos to remember or honor someone or something. 47% to make a statement about what they believe, and 32% to improve personal appearance. In America, about 30% of Americans are tattooed today. So this is definitely something that impacts many people that would benefit from the knowledge of if tattoos boost health.
So, how do tattoos impact health and the immune system? Getting a tattoo triggers the immune response, as you are basically injuring yourself on purpose. The immune system sends white blood cells to eat invaders and protect against infections. Your body starts adaptive responses when you get a tattoo. The protein in your blood attempts to fight and disable specific invaders. This immune boost might be beneficial in the case of other skin injuries and/or health in general.
Something that we tend to see, though, is that tattoos in America are a fashion choice or fashionable way to show off. This, however, is not the case when it comes to the Samoan Islands. For Samoans, tattoo is a very deep cultural purpose. This is where anthropologist Christopher Lynn did one of his studies.
Tatau is the Samoan word for tattoo that comes from the Polynesian language. This name comes from the tapping sound that the tool for the tattoo makes when it hits skin. In Samoan culture, there are two different types of very common cultural tattoos. These are pie and malu.
Pie is the traditional name of a tatau that is common for a male of Samoa to receive. This tatau covers the lower half of the body. Malu is the traditional name of the tatau that women of Samoa receive. This tatau goes from right below the knees to the upper thighs. Malu are a much finer tattoo than the typical male pie.
Pie and malu have lots of cultural significance. These tattoos are very important for their cultural identity. Typically, in order for them to obtain these tattoos, they must receive permission from their family. These tattoos symbolize many responsibilities and show that they have a willingness to serve their community. We can see all types of Samoan people getting these tattoos. Something that is really interesting about these tattoos as compared to the typical US motivations is that some have no interest in getting other tattoos, and some are even scared of needles, but they still get these tattoos as they are important to their cultural identity.
Cultural identity is the shared beliefs, norms, values, and practices of one's culture that form and shape how you view and interact with the world. Since so many different types of people get tattoos, it can be useful to help identify if tattoos really boost your health.
A common belief involving tattoos comes from cultures all around the world, and this is the belief that tattooing over acupuncture points can help to heal the body. This practice of tattooing over and around joints is common in many cultures and is said to alleviate pain caused by arthritis and other ailments. These tattoos were most commonly lines and dots placed in patterns around or over top of joints, most commonly in the wrists, fingers, and ankles. However, sometimes these tattoos would be placed on other areas of the body. Colin Dale, a tattoo anthropologist, recreated these tattoos in 2014 in an attempt to help treat people who deal with things like asthma, headaches, rheumatism, and more. And according to his research, using this style of tattooing as treatment for common ailments worked well.
How the testing took place for conducting research in the American Samoas. Using different tattoo artists, they collected a small sample of 25 people, who were both Samoans and tourists to the island. To conduct this research, they took samples of saliva at the start of the tattoo session, and then again at the end of it. They also measured other key features of the participants, such as weight, height, and fat density to measure their health. Immunoglobulin A is important when it comes to immune defense and protection. It is suggested that after getting a tattoo, the amount of immunoglobulin A rises, which could be seen to help benefit immune health. It's also found that short-term stress benefits the immune system, which tattoos provide. Through 4 different studies, he found that it is shown that enhanced immune response is correlated with having more tattoos. However, this doesn't mean that that is the cause. While it isn't clear whether or not tattooing provides a drastic benefit to a person's health, what can be learned from this is the culture of tattooing. Tattooing is related to toughness. It is ever so present that our impressions of things shape the way things are perceived. As we can see with cultural identity, this is not only in Samoan culture, but also in many other cultures around the world.